What does traveling mean to you? Think it for a moment. Maybe your answer is going to the beach, visiting family, or going to amusement parks. Raise your hand who think of going to amusement parks like Disney or Universal. This is a very exciting plan, a great family plan, exciting, cool, and interesting. Now, raise your hand who think of going to the Wall of Berlin, the astronomical clock of Prague, or the Palace of Budapest. I see not many people, but actually these places are pretty cool, exciting, and you can learn a thing or two. Guess what? I have been to all those places before. This is because I was born in a family of two adults, my mom and my dad, and one kid, me. My name is Julián Gómez, and today we're going to talk about learning throughout trips. When we needed to go to places to travel or to visit, we went to places that many people may consider adult places. But actually, these adult places are way more than that. They're exciting, cool, you can learn a thing or two, and if there are parents here in the public, please take your kids to these places because you can learn and are exciting. Let me tell you a story. One time, I arrived at Germany at 12 o'clock midnight. I was tired, exhausted, and when we went to the hotel to sleep, I knew the next day it would be an amazing adventure. 1 or 2 days later, I found myself learning about World War II. If you can see here in the building with the bullet holes, they're from World War II. So, pretty cool, right? And the golden plates you see here are plates that says, I don't know if they're real gold, that says the name of the person, the date when they're exported, and the day when they're taken to concentration fields to die. So that makes me change a little bit from the inside and makes us see what have we done and change a little bit from the inside and be more respectful and more empathic to others. Something I say is that traveling plus learning equals fun, because you can learn history by going to museums, culture by reading or meeting people, and natural science by going to natural parks. Now, raise your hand who remembers more a family trip more than a class. This is because our brains processes more excitement, experiences, more than just reading a textbook or watching something on a screen. Now, many people may think that museums are just a building with old stuff, but actually it's way more than that, and I want to share a different idea today. Museums, yes, there are a building with old stuff, but those old stuffs have a story behind it, have excitement behind it, and are real things made by real people. Now, one time I was in Tampa, United States, in a museum. So if you know me, I like museums, and my favorite animal are the jellyfish. But this time was special. Everybody knows here in the public that jellyfishes are very dangerous animals and often kept in tanks. But this time, it was different. The tank was open, and you can touch the jellyfish. With 2 fingers, the bell, aka the head. It feels like a jelly-like substance, alien, but this made me believe that things that you might think they're impossible, they're actually possible in other parts of the world. So, one time, when I was traveling, I met tour guides with passion and excitement. They had master's degrees in history and literature. So they do their tours with excitement, passion, and wanted me to learn more. So if there's a history teachers in here, I recommend to be like a tour guide with excitement and passion. To have their class with more excitement and wanted to learn more. Also, in trips, you can have family bonds. You have your family all the time, 24/7, and you must connect with them because this is like the most part in your life that you connect with them. Now, a story. One time I was in Cappadocia, Turkey, where you see the balloons here, and we're going to go to a hot air balloon. I am scared to heights when I was that age, but I was scared, I was crying because I didn't like heights. And my mom and my dad were going to go to a hot air balloon. So I said to my mom and my dad they were crazy, I was scared, and I don't know what to do. So we went to the hot air balloon, go up to the sky, and I saw the sunrise. When I saw the sunrise, I felt like calm about it. And when we got down, I said to my mom I had to conquer one of my fears. Another story. One time I was in United States with my mom and dad. But if you know my mom well, she doesn't speak too much English. So when she talked, it was so embarrassed. But she says up to date that even though she doesn't know too much English, she makes herself understood. Now, this is something for better planning. Because if you combine trips and AI, becomes better planning. Because you can just go take your phone and go to ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Grok, or Gemini and ask where I am going to be in this place with this budget and this much time. And it will tell you a list of stuff that you can go or nearby your hotel. And it's pretty cool and exciting to go, and you have your whole plan made and zero stress. Now, traveling is about making new experience and bonds, because you can experience stuff you can not get on where you are. So when you travel, you can experience stuff more exciting and interesting. So, in addition, trips are a privilege, so not everybody can have it. And you must have pay attention to everything, see everything, experience, be happy, and be with your family. And in conclusion, trips are just not more of just going to amusement park, but it's more than that. You can learn history, natural science, culture, learn languages. That is actually pretty cool. And also, you can find stuff that you may think they're impossible, experience new stuff, conquer fears, be with your family all the time, and trips are a privilege, so not everybody has it. And finally, AI can help you plan better with no stress and have your time equally and be happy. Thank you.